Yo, what up guys, it's Snowboy back again with another video, and today I've got a pretty sweet and fun video planned for you guys, for I will be talking about what I suspect Sword has been doing, like, since Infinity War, and what they might like their role in the MCU, in the future of the MCU. May sound a bit confusing, but hopefully you understand me a bit more as the video goes on. So, let's just jump right in with, as we know, Sword has first been introduced into the MCU in a show known as Wandavision, which obviously if you're watching, you know what that is. And so far, they've been, I wouldn't say that they've been shown off as villains, but in the very recent episode, oh, by the way, guys, there will be spoilers, as I was about to just do, so it's a good thing I remembered. So, again, if you don't want to be spoiled, I don't want to be the one who does it to you, so please click away if you haven't seen the show and don't want to be spoiled, because like I said, I really don't want to ruin it for you. I don't want to be that guy, so, yeah, you've been warned. But, yeah, as we know, Sword hasn't really... Some people would call them villains, but I'd call them just, like, secretive. Like, we know that they're not good, but then they're not bad. Like, they're trying to take care of the situation, but in a bad kind of way. So, they're not bad, but they're dealing with things bad, if you kind of get what I mean. I don't know if I even get what I mean, but it's the only thing I can really come up with to describe them. Like, they haven't done anything wrong, they're just trying to do what they think is right. Now, if you guys have seen the newest episode of Wandavision, then you will know what I'm talking about right now. As we know, the director of Sword, I've forgotten his name, so I'm just going to call him the director of Sword. As we know, he is kind of going a bit secretive with things. There's things that he's not been telling the rest of the group. He's been tracking Vision, for example. Like, how long has he been tracking Vision? And why? Like, I do have a suspicion why they could be tracking Vision, and it could be something to do with Ultron, which is why I will be talking about that in tomorrow's video, which it's Friday. No, it's Monday tomorrow. Yeah, Monday's video, so tomorrow's video is my Ultron video. I've still got that planned. So if you guys want to go hear about how Sword could possibly be the clue or the key to Ultron's return into the MCU, go check it out, because it could be a lot of fun, especially if you're a big Marvel fan. So, like I was saying, guys, Sword has been very secretive, and there's things which they've done which may not be the best decisions. Like, for example, back in episode 5, so last week, they sent in a drone to this fake reality, or Wanda's reality. I'm going to call it Wanda's reality. They sent a drone into Wanda's reality, and basically, Monica Rambeau and Darcy and Jimmy, they didn't know that it was armed with a missile. So, that was something that Sword has kept secretive, but, so you guys can hopefully understand, like, where I'm going with this, like, the fact that Sword has been, like, basically they're not sharing stuff. Like, I know they don't have to, because basically they're higher than the FBI, so they do have a lot of secrets for very high reasons, but, yeah, it's just a bit weird to me, if I've got to be honest. So, but hopefully they'll tell us more about that before the show ends. By the way, I've also heard a lot of rumours that there's going to be 10 episodes. Is it a 10 episode series, or is it a 9 episode? Could someone, like, let me know about that down in the comments below? I'm just a bit confused, and it would be helpful if, like, I knew for, like, video purposes. Like, I've been trying to find out online, but there have been people that have been saying 10 episodes, and there are people that have been saying 9 episodes. So, can someone, like, find out which one exact, and, like, tell me in the comments? It would really be helpful to me, and if you do it, I'll give you a shout out. Yeah, but, like I said, there's a lot of things which I can't explain regarding Sword, because they're very secretive, but then what I can talk about is how long they've been around for, and what have they been doing since then. So, as we know right now, Sword has been around since at least Infinity War, so that's in the MCU 5 years. which is a long time. Like, they could have been doing lots of stuff during that time. For example, there's been rumours that Marvel are going to do a prequel series set in that 5-year gap, which will be a sequel series to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. called Agents of S.W.O.R.D., as you probably could have guessed. And there's rumours going around, but then again, these are just rumours that it will be set in those 5 years. So that would be pretty cool, I guess. We could have a few cameos of... I was going to say Nick Fury, but then I just remembered that he, as we know, doesn't really have much to do with S.W.O.R.D. right now, because I would have thought if he did, then he was the director, but some people do still think he's dead from Captain America the Winter Soldier, so yeah, that's that. But back to the S.W.O.R.D. thing. So yes, we know that they've definitely been around since Infinity War, because they were the ones who was keeping Vision's body after his unfortunate death in Infinity War. Now, let's be honest, everyone knew Vision was going to die in Infinity War, or at least Marvel fans did, because, as we know, he had the Mind Stone in his head, or mind, or that was his mind. I don't know how you want to put it, but he was wielding a Mind Stone, and if he lost it, then basically he would die. So that's how everyone knew he was going to die, or at least Marvel fans did. So Vision's corpse had to be taken somewhere, right? Because they weren't going to just bury it, because, like, someone could have just buried it up and brought him back to life and used him as a weapon, which he didn't want to be used as a weapon, which is why here it was like in his will. I don't know how he had a will, but he had a will basically just saying, when I die, destroy what's left of me so I can't be used as a weapon by anyone, which is what S.W.O.R.D. were doing in a way, although they may have not have been, which is where my Ultron theory comes in, but I don't want to get into that because that's for tomorrow. So they could either be doing my Ultron theory with his corpse, or they were just experimenting, trying to make their own Vision, and maybe a better one in some kind of way. But yeah, because it does confuse me that they held on to his body for 5 years, because it does not take 5 years to destroy a body, especially metal. Like, they could have just melted it or something, like chucked it in lava, poof, it's gone, that's it. So they definitely had a reason for keeping it those 5 years, and I really hope that that gets explained. Maybe not in this show, but a different show in the future. Maybe one that's not too far away, because it is on my mind quite a lot, and I would really like an answer. Because a lot of Marvel fans were expecting for this episode that just dropped, the Halloween episode, they were hoping for, like, probably a few questions that have been at the beginning of the show to be answered, but no, it just, if anything, gave us more questions and theories than answering them. So I don't think they're going to start answering any questions till they're in the last 2 episodes. So we've got quite a while to go, but like I said, there's not actually too much we can guess what S.W.O.R.D. has been doing in the 5 years, except from experimenting on the Vision's body and the S.W.O.R.D., the Agents of S.W.O.R.D. series, which is yet to be confirmed by Marvel, or maybe it has been confirmed, but they're like just when it's going to be set. So if it is set in the 5 years and it's maybe how S.W.O.R.D. came to be, I would love that. I would absolutely watch that. But yeah, I mean, of course, they could do it in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series, like in the final season, they could set up S.W.O.R.D. A lot of you maybe have already seen it, and you're going to be yelling at me saying, what the hell is he on about? We already know what happens. I haven't seen Agents of S.W.O.R.D. yet, or the last, couple of seasons. I'm only on season 4 for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so don't give me hate in the comments for being so far behind. It's not my fault. There's been a lot of things for me to watch on Disney Plus, and that was one of the last, I'm afraid. So, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is the one that I watch in my spare time. A couple people may be a bit angry with me by that, but it's just my honest opinion. I'm not a big fan, but since it's canon, I'm watching it. Some of the episodes I do enjoy. I won't argue with that. But, yeah, back to this thing. Well, there's not much to talk about, to be honest. Like I said, there's really not much to speculate on regarding the 5 years, because we don't know. All I can guess is that they've been experimenting on Vision's body. I mean, of course I do have an Ultron theory, but I can't talk about that, so that's really annoying. But yeah, I think that's probably where I'm going to leave the sword theory. But before I go, guys, I'm just going to do a quick review on the episode 6. Yeah, episode 6. So this is my quick review for episode 6. Absolutely loved it. Especially the ending. The ending was probably the best part, when she started to expand her reality. I'm guessing she didn't do it in like a harmful way. I'm guessing she did it for 2 reasons. The main reason is to get Vision back into the reality to save him before he died or something. And the second reason was to probably scare off the sword agents, who we know are going to come back at some point, because in the trailer you see some kind of vehicle charging towards the reality, like, barrier, or whatever you want to call it, doorway. So that's pretty cool. But I've got to be honest, I am very excited, nervous, and a little bit worried towards what the next episode is going to do, because they're definitely starting to tell us what's really going on here. Like, for example, I'm so onto Quicksilver. I still believe that Quicksilver is Mephisto, or he's like disguised as a true force that's behind all this. But yeah, a rating out of 10, I would give this episode an 8.5. So same as the last one, 8.5. Only because it didn't really answer any questions, it just gave us more questions. If it answered some questions, I probably would have given it a 9, but since it didn't, it's going to have to be an 8.5. So, yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm afraid our time together today has sadly come to its end, but fear not, for I will be back tomorrow for my Ultron video, or theory video about Ultron, on how he could return to the MCU. So if you guys are interested in that, go check it out. I think that's everything. So yeah, like and subscribe, it helps me out a lot. Post the notification bell on so you don't miss out on good videos like this one and better videos upcoming. And again, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.